I'm not really a guy that reacts to content on YouTube, but let me tell you, today I found a video titled Why 50 Million Players Quit Warzone. I started watching, got maybe like 30 seconds in, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. Let's actually talk about this. So today we're going to be talking about that video and discussing whether or not everything that's said is true and whether or not it really was so large that it made 50 million players leave Warzone. If you enjoy, please subscribe. I'm gonna have the link to the video down below, and please go subscribe to his channel because this is a great video. Great video.
Oh, I got you. Oh, I'm dead.
I wouldn't be surprised if Activision got a cut of all the cheats purchased. Literally, we're like a second into this video. I'm not even joking. Obviously, it's the infamous Nick Merckx getting shot out of the sky by a cheater, or like first game on, which is great and everything. But it's really funny that GDO3TV said that, because back in the day, there was conversation about someone in Activision. I'm sure they got fired at some point, but there was conversation about someone in Activision actually selling game code, old game code, sometimes new from what was being told, to cheat developers. Yeah. Shot right out of the sky. This is 100% caldera. Warzone is full of rage hackers, secret hackers, sweats, and toxic kids. Yeah. I stopped playing Warzone and my quality of life has drastically improved. You know what's kind of sad? Every time I quit for like a short period of time to like, whether it be like go on a 2-day trip, like a weekend off or something like that, or, you know, TwitchCon, like I have such a good time and life is like 10 times better just because of like how toxic the environment is with how sweaty it is right now. But man, that guy hits it right on the head.
I want to see this. He's in the...
Yeah. I'm glad the community is waking up. Again, one of those things where like people started realizing like this is kind of going downhill.
This game is horrible.
They're all cheating.
First time. It is dead. What are we playing this for? Seriously.
That's annoying. Man, this map sucks.
Why did 50 million players quit Warzone? And what is the hidden reason as to why something once so...
By the way, these clips are kind of nasty. I don't think it's him though.
In this video, we're going to be skipping over the already obvious and instead uncover the harsh reality behind what's...
Okay, so to be clear, he's not going to be talking about the cheater situation. Obviously, that was the one thing that a lot of people quit for. However, the real problem was the amount of time that it was taking like Raven, Activision, whoever it was, to fix these problems, which is... It's so sad because now things are getting fixed so fast, and if the community was still here, the game would be popping off. I know a lot of people don't like Caldera, but it's easily a better map than Verdansk. I know someone's gonna be mad, but only for battle royale. Like for a battle royale mode, it's a better map. For a classic, you know, point and shooter, not so much, which is why I'm so excited about, you know, Warzone 2, because it's the best of both worlds. It's better. I'm sorry.
So many people are failing to see.
Well, I am off Warzone. It's Alt F4. Not gonna play that today.
God, I love Tim.
First released, it felt like
I miss original Verdansk and just Modern Warfare guns. That's when the game was in its prime. I wonder if it would be good to add in a ton of different guns into Modern Warfare 2 Warzone 2. As long as they're like new guns, we're good. But when they're like World War II guns, you're like, all right, this doesn't make any sense. And when they force meta to that, it just kind of sucks.
felt like players couldn't get enough. Everyone was either attempting to break a new world kill record, discovering the next meta gun, or simply distract themselves from the chaos outside. Everything felt so fresh.
Fair
and
enough.
solid.
Pandemic.
Hopping on Warzone was the highlight.
Look at this clip. Look at this clip.
2020. Unfortunately, this momentum of good times wouldn't.
What the heck?
Call of Duty Warzone.
I uninstalled Warzone.
Why I quit Warzone?
Warzone had
Can we talk about how every creator made that video and kept playing it, and including myself? Here's the deal. Us making those videos is what killed the game. I'm gonna be honest, straight up. That's why I quit making the videos, because I'm like, this is my job. Why am I making videos saying like Warzone sucks? Instead, we should directly address the problems and see if we can get Raven to fix them instead of being like, oh, they're not fixing the problems. That's probably what killed the game, is we weren't making good content.
obvious issues that were not being addressed, and people started crediting the game's success only because of the circumstances of 2020. However, other games continue to reach new heights even after the strains of our lockdown.
That's
While
true.
some people were playing Warzone only because of COVID, most people were still playing, except this time the fun was on other titles.
Yeah. Apex is a blast, man. It really is, especially ranked.
Man, we fucking had that.
All right. Whoa.
Play other titles, but not just
Hold on. After watching Tim spectate someone with a 105 KD, I knew COD was done. Yeah.
people hated COVID because of the repetition of the day, and Warzone's repetition of get money, buy loadout, die to either a camper or hacker felt like the repetitive daily routine of another COVID lockdown.
No. No, absolutely not. The repetitive nature of being able to do that gets you out of the repetitive nature of COVID. Being able to put your mind elsewhere and only focus on this one thing, it's kind of like working in a factory. You know, whenever I was before I was a content creator, I worked in a factory. We made Maxtra Springs. So the one thing is I could work 8 hours there and not think. I mean, not think at all, because you're just move, chomp, 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 move, chomp, 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 move over and over and over. Repetitive nature actually pulls you out of the swing of reality so that you don't have to think throughout your day. That's kind of the big thing for me. I mean, maybe other people are different, but I don't agree with that.
Some people blame Warzone's downfall on being too sweaty. What most people are failing to see is that Warzone skill-based matchmaking isn't even slightly comparable to the matchmaking system or competition found in more successful titles.
Skill-based matchmaking shouldn't be in regular matchmaking. That's the issue. It's not like, oh my God, Valorant, where I get to be a silver, a gold, or whatever. Like, you get actual accolades for doing well in other games. In this, it's like, all right, we got another win. Like, that's it. That's it. Devs, I'm so sorry, guys. I know that that should be enough for us, but it's not. Because at some point, once you reach a certain precipice, you're not super excited about a win. That's why we had to ourselves be like, let's go and get 20 plus kills every game. Ooh, let's try and get 30. Ooh, let's try and get 40. There is a way to guarantee wins in Warzone. Do a recon strategy and put yourself in the best position. That's it. It's guaranteed wins as long as you don't suck and you make stupid decisions. Once you learn how to do that and you're so far, you know, into the game, and you know how to do pretty much everything, you're able to beat pretty much anyone, you start going for eliminations. When he's saying it's less competitive, we shouldn't have skill-based matchmaking in the main modes. We should have like an all, like, everybody just plays based on ping, and then we should have a ranked mode, which, by the way, we are getting in the future. So I'm excited about that. Some of these things just don't make any sense, especially knowing that it's not just skill-based matchmaking, it's engagement optimized matchmaking, which means it doesn't matter how good you are. If you actively, let's say, quit after you get absolutely dogged on, the game will recognize that and start giving you easier games. That way you don't quit, because they care about engagement so that you'll spend more money. And you can look that up. I promise you that is a real thing. From a business perspective, they want that, but it's not just a skill-based matchmaking. It's there, it's based on skill, but they care more about you being engaged with the game.
So why is it that titles with more competition, or in other words, games that are more difficult, find more success in an industry of gaming that apparently
Because they have ranked. Because you get something out of that success.
hates skill-based matchmaking?
That's not what I did. I was cute.
When you're trying to compare it to games like this, those games drop off the face of the planet like that, and only like a select few people play it. Think about things like Breath of the Wild, right? That game's not unbelievably difficult, and because of that, the replayability is much higher because it has a lower, like, limit to where players have to get to be able to have replayability. It's more interesting, it's more fun, because you're not trying your off all day.
People secretly love difficulty in gaming because despite difficulty being frustrating, at the same time, it can also be equally more rewarding. Difficulty accompanied by progression is what keeps people playing.
You have to be
Warzone
rewarded!
might feel increasingly sweaty, is the game actually difficult, or does it just feel difficult through the many
I thought this was going to be a great video. I swear to God, I thought it was going to be a great video, but I'm like finding myself disagreeing. I'm hoping he's going to like tell me I'm dumb.
Combat Scout and Snapshot Grenades point out enemies, which removes the skill to keep track and clear buildings with opposing players. There's an unlock tool service for every desired camo if you don't have the time or skill to complete weapon challenges. If you want a high kill...
You know, people think that I use the unlock tool, which is crazy because I don't even have all the camos. What? I wish! I wish I spent 40 bucks instead of an outrageous amount of money to get these thumbnails for you guys. Ah!
There's a VPN service that'll give you free bot lobbies, and if...
Again, not how that works. It just blows my mind how little most people know about this game, and will just go in and agree with whatever the consensus is. The no lag VPN that everybody talks about, it's meant to break skill-based matchmaking, but it doesn't guarantee anything. They won't even consider like super low lobbies if you have a super high KD. And the reason I know this is because I've seen plenty of players use it. I've also gotten comments from people on Facebook that, like, you know, they were trash talking and be like, oh, you got bot lobbies. Like, my lobby's like a 1.1 KD. And then I go and I look at their page, they've shared their stuff, and then they have a 0.4 KD lobby average. It is forcing connection-based matchmaking. So it's not guaranteed bot lobbies, it's guaranteed better connection. There are certain ones that are like the secret behind the scenes one that, like, you hear like everybody's like secretly using, which is such a crock of bull. There are, like, I think 2 or 3 VPNs that can be used to get you bot lobbies. And I've even been able to see it used personally firsthand, and in most cases, like, those things work for like 3 games, and then it gives you straight demon lobbies. These things don't really exist to the extent that you think that they do, and that's kind of the thing that a lot of people are missing out on. So they just assume that every content creator is using every single thing possible to give them an advantage, when the reality is it's not what you think it is.
If you're really terrible at the game, there's a wide selection of cheats available from a single Google search.
I
Yeah.
really don't like
That's
rebirth
frustrating.
clubs that much, man. I don't know. It doesn't feel as rewarding. It just feels like baby Goo Goo Gaga respawn mode. I don't know.
Warzone
I
is
agree.
a repetitive mess with no progression.
I do get bored with Rebirth, and it's also like so sweaty that it's like, this is even worse.
And a game that has removed large aspects of skill by loosely defending its system.
I'm sorry, let me go back. That comment said if Warzone was free, no one would play. Yeah, when you have a free game and you give it out, then people will eventually see it, try it, and be like, oh, this is pretty good. But if there's like a paywall, like you got to pay $60 to try something, like, nah, no one's gonna want to try it. They're gonna stick with the same old stuff that they usually stick with.
Game that has removed large aspects of skill by loosely defending its system and implementing game-breaking mechanics that basically serve you kills on a silver platter. There's no reason to get better or progress because the game points out enemies like clues in a children's book.
So much fun running around for 10 minutes and then get shot from nowhere. Camping's a strategy. It sucks. It does, but like, camping is a strategy, and the speed at which you die in certain game modes, it's a little frustrating. I will say the game was better whenever the TTK was so low, because it wasn't built around only giving eliminations to good players. Like, that's the big thing, is a lot of people don't realize that a low TTK means more people can get eliminations. It might promote camping, but it also will give those campers more eliminations, which means more people will play the game, which means the community will thrive because more people are actively a part of it.
Hands out wins that now feel like participation trophies, only to put you back into the same repetitive loop of get money, get loadout, die to a camper hacker, and do the same thing over and over.
A camper hacker.
Again.
I'm really trying to find a game I like right now. My passion for Warzone's not there. I don't even care if I win or lose. I'm just playing to play, really.
Despite Valor.
Okay, before we go any further, I'm sorry, Aiden said that, and then Caldera got much better. The updates on the map made it so much more fun than Verdansk ever was, and I hate saying that because a lot of people get upset, but the truth is as a BR map at a serious level like Aiden is, I mean, it's more fun. It really is, because it gives the opportunity for being able to outplay people. It is good if you are good, but if you're bad, then it's not going to be good for you, because it's built to give the advantage to players that are getting better and know how to play BRs.
Despite Valorant or CSGO having a unique recoil pattern for every gun, Apex having more complicated movement, or Siege having a million different angles you need to look out for, these games have had success over longer periods because the main focus isn't making the game easy for everyone. Instead, it was understanding that difficulty in gaming is what drives players to keep playing. Warzone has no competition. There's no reason to get better because you're not rewarded with something that sets you apart. These games.
Okay, again, I agree and I disagree. The issue is you can't have the best of both worlds. In CSGO and in Siege, they have the option to not play ranked. That's the big thing. And then you have the option to play ranked. So when you're making these comparisons, it doesn't quite make that much sense, because you want to give the option for every player to be able to play, not just these players that want to get better, because not everyone wants to get better, truthfully. Like, if everybody wanted to get better, my tip videos would have millions upon millions of views every time I posted them. And it's because not everybody wants to get better. Everybody wants to hop on at the end of their day after their shift at work and mindlessly play video games to forget about the day and then go back at it again, because we're absolute sheep, by the way, which is a whole different topic for, you know, America and for the world, but it is what it is. I'm not saying you're a sheep if you work an everyday job. That's not the point. The point is like, we've been put into this to become sheep. This is some big conspiracy. I'm totally messing with you guys.
Games have a rank system that not only rewards players.
It's not camping, it's tactical positioning. That was not tactical positioning. This man was sitting in a corner.
And that much more satisfying.
I'm really just hoping for Warzone 2. I'm hoping it's good, guys, because if it's not, I'm definitely going to move
It looks
on.
great, by the
Unless
way.
they have a banger update or something, it's pretty much just going to be me hating playing games right now.
Warzone needs a rank system that rewards and encourages players to keep improving,
Yeah,
getting better, while also a casual mode for the people who just.
All right, brother, you went full circle. Man, you went full. I was like, this man is gonna piss me off so bad if he doesn't.
Sweating. Unfortunately, with 50 million people already quitting, the damage has already been done, and it's most likely already too late. As
yeah.
Activision acknowledges its time is running out.
Man, seriously though. Seriously, it sucks so bad that it took so long for the change in regime. We kept seeing with Call of Duty that they wouldn't update, and like I remember making videos for a year on Verdansk saying I don't understand why I have to wait until a mid-season update for a glitch to be fixed. This makes no sense. Why are we putting all these updates at the same time when we can do smaller updates that fix the problem at hand and it's done immediately and everybody's happy? Because every time you wait, you're losing people. You're losing people. Call of Duty.
Company will continue to promote quick cash grabs as opposed to fixing.
Yeah, this made. I'm sorry. I feel so bad because this was not a great event, and it's so funny. It was the biggest event in Call of Duty history. Like, I swear to God, it had to be. I've never seen so many videos get so many views for absolute free, man. Like, it blew my mind how many free million view videos there were. They didn't even fight. Like, we fought them. They didn't fight, and we couldn't kill them. It just felt like 20 minutes of like waiting until everybody died. Whew, that's tough.
Continue to promote quick cash grabs as opposed to fixing the game. And with those implementations, more and more people will continue to quit. Warzone's foundation of a frustrating map and laughable anti-cheat are definitely major contributing factors to the game. But with too many implementations to make the game more casual and with no competition to drive players to improve, this will ultimately push so many people to quit. And
at the end of the day, there's a rank mode coming, and I don't know when we're going to see it, but we know it is a for sure thing. Either way, if you want to check out this guy's video, because at the end of the day, he ended up agreeing with what I was saying, but it kept me on the edge of my seat the whole time being like, is this man going to agree? I dropped it down below. Go subscribe to his channel. Have a great day.